What does it take to go from a small-town girl with a guitar to one of the biggest pop stars in the world? Taylor Swift's story isn't just about music. It's about resilience, reinvention, and an unshakable connection to her roots. From her early days in Pennsylvania to her record-breaking eras as a global icon, Taylor's journey is a testament to the power of staying true to yourself while constantly evolving. But how did she do it? What makes her story so unique? And why does she continue to captivate millions around the world? Let's take a closer look at the evolution of Taylor Swift, a story of heart, heritage, and undeniable talent. Taylor Allison Swift was born on December 13, 1989, in Reading, Pennsylvania. Growing up on a Christmas tree farm, Taylor's childhood was far from the glitz and glamour of Hollywood. But even as a young girl, she had big dreams. At just 11 years old, she sang the national anthem at a Philadelphia 76ers game, and by 12, she was writing her own songs. Her early influences were rooted in country music, with artists like Shania Twain and the Dixie Chicks inspiring her to pick up a guitar and tell her own stories. It wasn't long before Taylor's family noticed her talent and decided to support her dreams. They moved to Nashville, the heart of country music, when Taylor was just 14 years old. In Nashville, Taylor faced rejection after rejection. Record labels told her she was too young, too different, or just not what they were looking for. But Taylor didn't give up. Instead, she used those rejections as fuel to work even harder. At 14, she became the youngest artist ever signed by Sony Chart ATV Music Publishing. By 16, she released her self-titled debut album Taylor Swift in 2006. The album was a mix of heartfelt lyrics and catchy melodies, with songs like Tim McGraw and Teardrops on My Guitar resonating with fans across the country. It was clear that Taylor had a gift for turning her personal experiences into songs that felt universal. As her career took off, Taylor became known for her authenticity. She wasn't just a singer, she was a storyteller. Her second album, Fearless, released in 2008, catapulted her to superstardom. Hits like Love Story and You Belong With Me became anthems for a generation, and Taylor became the youngest artist to win the Grammy Award for Album of the Year. But with fame came challenges. Taylor faced criticism, scrutiny, and even public feuds. Yet, through it all, she remained focused on her music and her fans. The 2010s marked a period of transformation for Taylor. With albums like Red and 1989, she began to transition from country to pop, experimenting with new sounds and styles. 1989, released in 2014, was a game-changer. Songs like Shake It Off and Blank Space dominated the charts, and Taylor solidified her status as a pop icon. But this era wasn't just about music. It was about empowerment. Taylor used her platform to speak out on issues like artists' rights and gender equality, proving that she was more than just a musician. She was a force to be reckoned with. Then came 2017's Reputation, an album that defied expectations. After a highly publicized feud and a media storm, Taylor returned with a darker, edgier sound. Tracks like Look What You Made Me Do and Delicate showed a new side of her artistry, one that embraced vulnerability and strength in equal measure. But just when people thought they had Taylor figured out, she surprised them again. In 2019, she released Lover, an album filled with romantic, dreamy tracks that celebrated love in all its forms. But Taylor's story doesn't end there. In 2020, she dropped not one but two surprise albums, Folklore and Evermore. These albums marked a return to her storytelling roots, with introspective lyrics and indie folk sounds that captivated critics and fans alike. Taylor proved once again that she could reinvent herself without losing sight of who she was. And then, in 2021, she began re-recording her early albums, a bold move to reclaim ownership of her music. This decision wasn't just about business. It was about standing up for what she believed in and inspiring others to do the same. Today, Taylor Swift is more than just a musician. She's a cultural icon, a trailblazer, and a role model for millions. Her ability to connect with fans on a personal level, whether through her music or her social media presence, sets her apart from other artists. But perhaps the most inspiring thing about Taylor is her ability to stay true to herself, no matter how much the world around her changes. So, what's next for Taylor Swift? With her Eras Tour breaking records and her re-recorded albums topping, The charts? It's clear that her influence isn't going anywhere. Taylor's story is a reminder that success isn't just about talent. It's about perseverance, authenticity, and the courage to keep evolving. What do you think makes Taylor Swift so special? Is it her music, her storytelling, or her ability to connect with fans?